What's up, guys? This is Dan Camacho again. And man, I have something that will blow your mind. It's all the talk of the internet today, and I just could not help but cover it. Creating video from text. So, OpenAI announced today Sora is an OpenAI model that can create realistic and imaginative scenes from text instructions. So, we have a new text to video model that is absolutely mind blowing. It is going to completely change the world. I cannot overemphasize how much this is going to disrupt and impact the world. We're talking creating fully fledged videos from literally sentences, from text, from English words. We're going to be creating videos from complete scratch. The characters don't exist, the people don't exist, but the videos are 100% real. They look completely real. I'm going to go through some examples with you and show you what I'm talking about, right? So they just announced this today. This is their website that they threw up, the page on Sora. It's OpenAI's Sora. And it says all videos on this page were generated directly by Sora without modification. That means that every video that you're about to see was created literally from a simple text prompt. Usually it's like a 1, 2, 3 sentence or paragraph of text, and then it creates a video completely from scratch, right? Incredible. Like, we could not even fathom this, years ago. We couldn't even think of this at all. I want to show you a few examples though before I really jump into what this means and what this is going to impact. Look at this. Completely, it's a woman walking around what looks to be like a Tokyo or a Shanghai or somewhere, right? Woman walking around, looks incredibly realistic. They even go and zoom up on the face. Very realistic. I mean, it's a little bit slow, like, to move, right? It may not move quite as fast as a normal video, but the level of detail is absolutely amazing. I can't even barely tell that woman is AI generated. She looks completely real. Let's go to another example on their own website. This one is a town. The prompt, all it says, historical footage of California during the gold rush. They literally created a video that looks like it was filmed in the early, let's say, 1800s, maybe the late 1800s, around that, right? And you could tell the video quality is a little bit, more old school, if you will, but it shows what a mining town might look like in California back during the gold rush. Incredible. This was created from literally one very small sentence. Insane. Another one, the prompt, the camera follows behind a white vintage SUV with a black roof rack as it speeds up a steep dirt road surrounded by pine trees on a steep mountain slope. Dust kicks up front. I mean, look at this. This is insane. Absolutely insane. This looks completely real. It looks like I filmed it on my iPhone, or it looks like I filmed it on some camera, right? Again, the only thing that I notice a little bit different is the motion. Like, the actual motion seems to be a little bit slow, maybe because of the rendering, maybe because of something else, right? The quality itself. I don't know, but this is truly mind-blowing. And I want to show you a lot of examples, right? Because a lot of people that see text to video or that have seen text to video, it hasn't really been all that real, right? This is the best I've seen by far. This blows, any other text to video model out of the water completely. And I've used several of them, but this is by far the best. This is showing a tour of an art gallery with many beautiful works of art in different styles, and literally just created that from nothing, from a sentence. Let's go to the next one. This one's pretty interesting. Step printing scene of a person running, cinematic film shot in 35 millimeters. So it literally is taking the idea of shooting film from a 35 millimeter camera and reproducing it in sort of a black and white fashion. That person doesn't even exist. That person looks completely real, but he doesn't even exist in real life. Woo, where we're headed is I don't know, a lot of implications to this technology. And you'll see safety right here, which we'll go through in a minute from OpenAI. Let's get into a few other examples. Look at this dog. This dog looks completely real. Like, I cannot believe this is AI generated. Again, a little slow on the movement itself, but this city looks like somewhere in Argentina, and it looks like a dog somewhere in Argentina, right? Unbelievable. And again, the camera directly faces colorful buildings in a Burano, Italy. An adorable Dalmatian looks through a window on a building on the ground floor. Many people walking. Wow, incredible. Let's keep going through. So those are the examples that OpenAI gives on their own website, which we'll come back here in a minute. But I want to show you a few more examples. So Sam Altman, the leader of OpenAI, right, the CEO of OpenAI, he posted this video. a street level tour through a fantastic city, which is in harmony with nature and also simultaneously cyberpunk tech, high tech. Now look at this. Unreal. Unreal. That this just is created from nothing. Let's go to another one. So another one, this one, let's see. A beautiful homemade video showing the people of Lagos, Nigeria in the year 2056, shot from a mobile phone camera. Like, look how real this actually looks. It's absolutely insane. I mean, if I enlarge in this screen, I don't know if you can see that all right, but these people look completely real and they don't even exist in real life. These are not real people. These are AI generated images of people, or what seem to be people. Are we heading into dangerous territory? Are we headed into a very, very strange world? I absolutely think we are. Here's another one, a little more, a little maybe less realistic, still very realistic, right? The detail is insane, but it kind of looks more like a Pixar character in very high resolution, high rendering. And this one was, let's see, the collective sound of thousands of game developers losing their jobs at once. Oh, I mean, I don't know if that's the actual prompt, but that prompt is somewhere there. We already saw that one. Let's see what else we could find here. This is called the Bling Zoo. OpenAI video model generated this whole thing as one clip. It's literally over. And what do they mean by that? It's literally over because like soon anybody is going to be able to produce these videos at breathtaking speed, and they're going to be able to do it about anything that they can possibly think of. Anything you see on TV, anything you see in the media, anything you see on the internet now, you cannot trust and believe with your own eyes because of now AI text to video production. Like this is going to completely change the world. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how this will change politics. This will change finance and money. This will change the way we make movies, the way we watch movies. This will make it possible for any individual creator to produce a clip, a documentary, a full-fledged, full-length movie about anything and about things that don't even exist, things that aren't even in our reality yet, and things that you can maybe only conceive of. Think of how this is going to transform how we kind of create and conceptualize ideas. I mean, think if you have an idea and you don't really quite know what you want to do with the idea, explain it in a sentence to AI, and then it will literally make a video for you, explaining or articulating your idea in visual format, in video format, right? Unreal. I can't believe where this is going. This is crazy. This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this in my lifetime. This one, what's the prompt here? Let's see. The prompt, they didn't actually put the prompt in here, but I want to enlarge this again because this looks again like the coast of Italy or the coast of maybe, I don't know, somewhere, Greece. I don't know where this is. Obviously, it's not real, but it looks, like somewhere realistic in the world. Imagine going to this place. Imagine being in virtual reality in this place. This is also going to completely change virtual reality when you can create scenes and scenarios and landscapes and experiences that you could only think of that may not even exist in the real world. I mean, are people going to want to be in the metaverse or in virtual reality more than reality with this type of thing happening? Unbelievable. Let's see. Let's go to another one. This one's kind of fun. A bicycle race on ocean with different animals as athletes riding the bicycles with a drone camera. Let's make this a little bit bigger, right? So this is pretty interesting. There's like dolphins and sort of penguin-like creatures and sharks and whatnot riding bikes. Again, sort of slow, but the detail and the fidelity is absolutely outstanding. This one I thought was pretty interesting. An instructional cooking session for homemade gnocchi hosted by a grandmother social media influencer set in a rustic Tuscan country kitchen with cinematic lighting. Look how real this looks. This lady, this grandmother, doesn't exist, guys. She's not a real person. She is an AI generated video in person. But where does this come from? I get the whole large language models and being able to produce things by large language models or using large language models, but this is a whole nother level. This is a whole nother component. I mean, almost a spiritual component to this. I mean, look at this. This lady doesn't exist. It begs the question, are we in the Matrix? Go watch that Matrix again from, I think, 1999 or something. But this is getting very, very strange very, very quickly. Here's another one. I like this one because it was very interesting the way they did the lighting. It's, it looks like a subway or a train of some sort, and it looks like, somebody's looking out the window, and then it even kind of pans by showing the person in the subway. Like, look at the detail, the shadows, the reflection, the detail outside. I mean, it's completely mind-blowing. Just a few more here to show you and articulate what this is. Prompt: a young man at his 20s is sitting on a piece of cloud in the sky reading a book. Whew, this guy doesn't exist, guys. This guy doesn't exist. And guess what? They're getting the hands better. They're doing the hands better, the facial features, the nose. The demons are starting to look a little bit better for all you out there that think this is spiritual. This one's actually really incredible. It's a video of two puppies that are playing in the snow. Look at the high level detail and fidelity of this video. It's over. It is completely over. I mean, these puppies don't exist. This is literally generated from a sentence. My mind is blown. Here's another one of a pet or an animal, a cat. It might look a little grainy on this video that I'm recording because I'm kind of recording a video of a video, right? And that's always a little interesting. But look at this cat. I mean, this is nuts. And the perspective, like, there's no camera, right? It's just the perspective of a cat walking through the I guess the forest or some. And the prompt is a little bigger, right? A white and orange tabby cat is seen happily darting through a dense garden as if chasing something, right? And it goes on and on and on. Now imagine if you wrote like a large prompt with significant detail, with significant subtleties, right? Man, where we are going is somewhere that we have no idea. This one's awesome. This is a kind of like a Pixar type of movie created from a text prompt. And look at this, a little bit bigger of a text prompt. And this one was published by OpenAI themselves. Animated scene features close up of a short and fluffy monster kneeling beside a melting red candle. The art style is 3D and realistic, but I mean, the level of detail and fidelity and quality is just out of this world. Two more. This one's a movie trailer featuring the adventures of a 30-year-old spaceman wearing a red wool knitted motorcycle helmet, blue sky, salt desert, cinematic style shot on a 45 millimeter camera in vivid color. Like, this doesn't even exist. Like, this guy doesn't even exist. There was no studio used to produce this movie at all. There was no, maybe there was a director, if you could call them a director. Somebody wrote a text prompt, and this is what they got, a movie trailer. I mean, Hollywood is spending millions, multi-millions, hundreds of millions to produce films like this. Who saw Interstellar, right? Who saw, what's that one with Matt Damon on Mars? They spent millions of dollars creating these movies that now you're going to be able to create with a simple text prompt. Oh man, I can't even, this blows my mind. People that are not following AI, people that are not following like the latest technology, truly have no idea what is happening and where this is all going. What happened here? That one didn't really render right, but this one is like it's like it's an underwater scene with geometric fish or something like that, right? So let's go back to the OpenAI website. Like, now, this is not released to the public yet. They've only limited, the release of this so far to, I believe, artists, some folks in the film industry, other folks for testing purposes, right? For testing purposes. I think the real reason why they haven't released this model to the public yet is because it's going to cause chaos. It's going to cause mayhem when these models are released to the public, right? Remember, OpenAI is not an open source platform. They are a closed source platform. Facebook is actually trying to build open source AI. So is Stable Diffusion, like Midjourney, right? They're trying to build open source AI that's available for anybody to use. Right now, this is obviously closed by OpenAI, but it will be released to the public. And I assume they're going to put restrictions on it, relatively quickly. And if you look down, to the safety. They're not releasing it because I think they're really nervous of what the hell is going to happen, as they haven't released a GPT-5. Same thing. I mean, you start hearing Sam Altman talk about this stuff, and you can tell they're very close, or they've already made some very, very significant breakthroughs that they can't even really share with the public because of the mayhem it will cause. I mean, think of this with elections. Absolutely insane. It's over. I mean, it's completely over. Like, how are we going to know even who's a human? I mean, I do know it's going to involve blockchain. It's going to involve cryptocurrency. It's going to involve verifying your ID on some sort of blockchain or CBDC, central bank digital currency model, if you will, to verify that you're a human, to verify that you're not an AI, to verify blah 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 using biometrics and all this. I understand why, and you're seeing why right here. A lot of implications to that, but that's a whole nother video. But they say OpenAI says we'll be taking several important safety steps ahead of making Sora available in OpenAI's products. We are working with the red teamers, domain experts in areas like misinformation, hateful content, and bias, who will be adversely testing the model. We're also building tools to help detect misleading content, such as detection classifier that can tell when a video was generated by Sora. So they're going to try to figure out how to detect these AI generated videos. And they'll probably be able to do that relatively well for a little while. But eventually this will all blow up, especially when the open source models come out. And this will be available. This technology will be available to anybody on your own little computer, right? You could already get ChatGPT quality, ChatGPT 4 quality AI on your local computer, right? And you can generate imagery, you can generate text with it, so forth and so on. It's not far behind this, maybe a few years out, if that. Right here, they're just kind of explaining. For example, once in an OpenAI product, our text classifier will check and reject text inputs that are in violation of our usage policies, like those that request extreme violence, sexual content, hateful imagery, celebrity likeness, or the IP of others, right? So they don't want you cloning or making videos of people, cloning people, and claiming that they're the actual people. But man, the genie is out of the bottle. How are they going to contain that forever? They're not. The genie is out of the bottle, guys. You're seeing it firsthand here. Here's the folks that did this. You're seeing it firsthand here. Sora by OpenAI, game changer, complete game changer. So many things are changing right now. Be aware, be wary, watch what's happening, see what's happening with the world. Think this through. Think how this will impact your job, your loved ones, your family, your political inclinations and motivations, your economic or financial kind of sovereignty or independence, if you will. Things are changing. The world's changing dramatically. And this is a preview of what is happening right now, today, coming your way, coming to your world soon. See you guys.